My favorite thing about the labs is the people, and even though we've been separated due to the lockdown, we've tried to maintain, at least my team has come in twice a week. We used to only have 1 day a week that we were work from home, and I would look forward to those days. Now I look forward to the 2 days a week that I get to come into the office and be with the team in person. So I think 1904's biggest asset is their ability to gather really awesome people in the St. Louis area. So I get to talk to really creative minds, really brilliant engineers all the time and help solve problems on my team, and then during innovation hours, I can link up with anybody throughout the labs and just pitch ideas to them and get their feedback, which the people for sure at 1904 are the greatest asset.
My favorite thing about the labs is probably just, probably the people is the top thing. Is just all the people here are very motivated and very innovative, and I think that's the other thing that kind of goes along with the people is 1904 is always trying to push us forward, to learn new things, to try new things. Just anything that we can get our hands on with hardware or software, they're really driving us forward to try and get us to do those things, and the people here help drive that forward. And we have a plethora of people that know so many random things and different technologies, and so it's been really fun to work with those people and find those things.
If I have to pick one thing about 1904 Labs that I love the most, it would be the people. The people here are so interesting and fun and creative and innovative and motivated and smart and funny and nice. There is not a better group of people that I've ever worked with. And it's just across the board. It's every practice, it's every person. You talk to them and you're like, wow, they're amazing, and they have all these stories, and they can talk to you about what amazing technologists they are, but they're not just amazing technologists, they're just amazing people. It's inspiring every day for the type of people I work with. I feel like I'm constantly pushed to try to be a better me. Every day I feel like I'm pushed to be a better me because of the amazing people that I work with. They inspire me to do more, to grow more, to learn new things, to be more innovative. Everybody has such varied backgrounds and experiences and tech stacks, but the main thing that they all share is that they want to share that. We are constantly teaching each other and learning from each other, and the enthusiasm for learning and teaching is just throughout the whole labs. I've never worked with a more amazing group of individuals.
I've always said this, I think it's the people. The labs has a tendency to attract really high quality people that care about the work they do, they care about each other. We often say that if it weren't for the team, sometimes the client work is kind of mundane, or it can become the same thing over and over. But when you have really good people that you work with, it really makes it worth it.
Independence, that's the real thing that the labs does that I have not found at another company. And even people that leave, right, that's the thing that they really feel like they miss, is that when you make a choice here, you make that choice, you own that decision, but also Sean will back you, right? Yeah, and all of leadership is gonna go to bat for you and defend, this is a good choice, here's why, right? We have a reasoning behind it, and then we will absolutely go with you on the journey.
My most favorite thing about the labs is just how welcoming and emotionally safe the environment is. I've worked at other places, other consultancies, where I've heard upper management make fun of people that work there, or even clients, for questions that they asked, or just how they acted in certain situations. And that makes you feel a certain way as an employee, because you're always second guessing yourselves when you ask questions or when you interact with other people. But in the labs, they've really made it a big priority to make sure that everybody feels at home, and everybody feels safe to express themselves in any way. So that has, I think, just having that emotional safety at the labs has allowed me to, really excel in the things that I want to do in life.
My favorite thing about the labs is by far the peace of mind I get from working here. There's a high trust environment where, as an employee, I am trusted to manage my time, manage the relationships, and there's also just great people. You're surrounded by great people all the time. So It's just a really pleasant place to work. It's a place where you are given the trust and responsibility to grow yourself. And so if you don't grow, it's it's all your fault, right? But it also allows you to have a lot of flexibility and insight into where you and how you grow. Whereas many other places you're pigeonholed into one role or to one career growth path. That's not the case here. You get lots of opportunities to grow. And I've used that word a couple times, but I think it's because it's a real part of it.
I've been here almost 4 years, and I'm probably one of the older people here, and I can say I've worked a lot of different places, and I am so glad that I have finally ended up at a place that I love, and I don't say that lightly. I think that the fact that everyone is so true and honest, and there's complete transparency, you really know where you stand, it's just unheard of. You don't get that anywhere else. I've worked for places that they say they're a people-centric company or people-centric organization, and they're not. And you come in here, and I remember probably for about the first year and a half, I'm like, this is too good to be true. And I just kept waiting, for the shoe to drop. I'm like, this just can't be as good as it seems. And it is, it really is. And I just feel very lucky to be part of the 1904 family. I mean, everyone is always here and willing to help someone else. And you don't get that. You don't get that. It's amazing.